Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Before I start today, before I even show you what I'm doing today, I got some happy mail from my friend Denise. She sent me some amazing things today, not all resin. She sent me, look at this huge thing, calendar from Not So Native Gallery. And she did show me pictures of it, wondering if I could use it. And I'm like, that is gorgeous. So let me open it for you. I haven't opened it since it came. She's got it all taped down. Give me just a minute. I didn't know it was all taped down. It's a flip calendar. It's perfect for our decor. So if you, never even heard of the store. It's not something here in Florida. If it is, it's not in my area. Never has been. But if you have that store and you like this kind of stuff, let me get it out for you. Look at this. So you have this flip calendar like this, and it's got a little stand on the back, and you got your days, your months, and your numbers there. That is super cool. All that. Thank you so much, Denise. She said she didn't have room for it in her house and wondered if I can use it. I'm like, I absolutely can use that. And then I didn't know she was going to send all this stuff. She just packed a box full. So she sent me a 4 terabyte backup drive. I'm like, oh my gosh, are you insane? These things are so expensive. So she said she had it sitting around, didn't use it, thought I could use it. Absolutely, I can use it. I have filled up 3 of these, not 4 terabytes, but I have filled up 3 backup drives. She also sent me a digital scale. Look at this little thing. I don't have a little one. That's awesome. That is great. I have the big kitchen one, so that is definitely staying in my stash for things like that need to be weighed. Look at this. I started opening it and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't keep those out of here. She sent me all kinds of feathers that she had. So look at these. Aren't they super cool? I have no idea. You guys probably know what kind of birds they came from, but I don't. So we need something to make with that. Let me just wrap these up gently so they don't get ruined. I do have a feather stash. I'm always stumped on what to make with feathers, so if you guys can give me some ideas, that would be super awesome. She sent Dawn a couple things. He loves this stuff. Peppercorn Parmesan Dippin' Cheese Ball Mix. Dippin' Cheese Ball Mix BLT. We buy this kind of stuff at the fairs when we go to them. She sent a little note that says, I thought I saw you get this once in Happy Mail, but if you are not using this tool for weeding vinyl, you're doing it the hard way. It makes so much easier. This is the tool I think she's talking about. I do have the Cricut tool, basically the same thing. Mine is just on a hook. So thank you, Denise, for thinking as she protects myself. Let's see what else she got in this box. This says, for alcohol bottles to refill. Oh, it's a little, funnel, I guess, that you would push out. Fill your alcohol bottles. That's super cool. I didn't even know they made that. See, you guys know everything. I know nothing. I'm just here doing my thing the hard way all the time. But that's okay. I'm used to the hard way. We've got some USA ribbon. And we have some USA napkins. Oh, I haven't done a napkin video in forever. She sent me some confetti. And, oh, look at this cute little thing. A little watering can. Isn't that adorbs? And we got a couple more things. So we got some gingham ribbon. Oh, that's going to be cute on some projects. And we have some, these are like bookmarks, except you could put them in resin, I think. I have some of these. I haven't used them yet. They're a different color than this. These are like acetate. So we definitely need to find something to put these in. And then she sent me a whole bunch of beautiful little charms. Those are going to be gorgeous on those little pudding jars. Love those. Thank you, Denise. I know I said thank you already, but I just want to say thank you. You are the best. I love everything. Love it all, especially this. Isn't that crazy? That is amazing. I know how expensive those things are because I just bought a couple of them. So let me move all this aside and show you what we're gonna do. It's kind of cute. So if you watch me on a regular basis, you always see me open Happy Mail, and Teresa sent me these that she had made for me, and she sent me tons and tons and tons of the empty bottles. I'm like, oh my gosh, those are so cute. We have to make those soon. And that's what we're doing today. So she made beachy ones. So we're going to make some beachy ones. I tested a couple to see what the easiest way is. This one didn't work out so good, and this one came out better. So that's why I did a couple off camera before I finish all the other pieces parts. We don't need any of the screw hooks yet. So I've got my UV light. I'm just going to use this one because it's so small. You can basically just put it underneath and it cures. So let's get these over here. We're going to make several different kinds, not just beach ones, and see what looks the best. I think these would sell at your craft fairs if you guys do craft fairs, or make amazing gifts for your friends and family if you don't know what to give them. Oh, I'm missing a top. It's probably in the box, so we're going to keep that there. So I just picked out a sand. Get any kind of sand you want. I have this little scoop. She did give me a funnel, but I think this scoop works pretty good. And I don't want too much on the bottom. That's what I found out in the first couple that I did. I put too much. And then I'm just going to take my resin and fill up the bottom. Just cover the bottom, and then like I have a scribe here. And I just kind of mixed it in. You probably don't have to mix it in. It might work too if it just sat on top, but I mixed it in. I didn't really look close enough at hers to see if she had mixed it in or not. Because you do want the sand to stay at the bottom, because these things are so tiny. Of course, you could buy bigger ones. And then I cured it. Actually, didn't cure it yet. I'm going to put a pearl in. You know what? Let's make a set of earrings. Let's do 2 at a time. I'm not going to do a 3 set. I don't have the bigger ones, so I'm just going to stick to earrings. And try to get them exactly about the same. And we'll just cure them together as we go. Just enough to let me mix it in, because I don't think it will look right if it's not mixed in. It won't like be evenly colored, because sand can change color if you put resin on it. I'm just going to push it down like that. I'm going to put a pearl in this one like that. I have these too that I've had for a while, and these are little tiny sea life charms, super duper tiny. And I don't know if I can get any of them. You know what? We're going to try to let's get one in the bottom of these and see if we can keep it upright. That's what I'm worried about, is being upside down. And that one's not bad. It's kind of on the side. Let's do another seashell. I have had these for a while. You guys bless me so much with all this Happy Mail that I don't even know that I'm going to want. And I totally want this today. So let's, oh, see, it's backwards. Try to get that where we can see it from the side like that. And then I think I'm going to put in some little tiny baby seashells. Just fit them in now. That way when I cure it, it'll kind of cure itself to the bottom, and then we could fill it with some more resin. I just want to kind of leave it up against the side. I might put more in later, but I don't know. Let's see if this one fits. Oh, that one's cute. All right, let's cure these. I'm just going to hold them under the light just to get them like set. And then I'm going to I'll just put them under the light when it's completely finished. I did pull out my blue UV resins, and now I don't know where I put them, so I'll have to get those. You can use alcohol ink too. In fact, these were the dark color UV resins, and they work. I'm going to see if I can drip. Whoops. Oh, well, it must be set. So let's move on. I'm going to, first I'll do one more layer of clear. And if I want anything else put in it, I'll do it now. Not all the way up to the top. Just as far as you want that clear to go so you could see what you stuck in there. Just a little bit. That's pretty good. I think I'm going to put in a touch of crushed crystal because I noticed hers has a little glitter in it and I really like that. So let's just put a touch of crushed crystal in. Oh gosh, even that could be too much. I barely put anything in there. Let's just go from there and here and see if that puts any in there. Yeah, we got some in there. That's all I needed for both of them. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and cure these. Let's move that. Probably going to use that again. I'm going to go it from the top. This way I can go and find my blue resin. I got 3 colors that are in the dark set. I'll show you all 3. This one is blue. I always do that. Just so we know what colors. So that's pretty dark. Again, it is the dark set. Or I think I could put like clear and then drip a drop of alcohol ink. That one is called Royal Blue. And then we have dark cyan, which might be even darker. Oh, that's not too bad, actually. So it totally depends. I think I'm going to go with the blue on this one. I'm sure this is done. Shut your light. So far, so good. We got a little bit of sparkle in there. I think there's plenty in there. Whoops. So let's go with the blue. I'm just going to fill them up with the rest in the blue. Not too high because we have to get that little cork in there. But we also want a little bit of resin to get on that cork so it holds it in. So I'm just going to pull it in and pull it out. That way it touches that cork. And then same with this one. This one's a little higher, so it's definitely going to touch the cork and hold it on. Look at that. Isn't that adorbs? So let's just put them on their side and get those cured. And then let's work on another one. I pulled out all kinds of stuff. I pulled out some seashells like this, all different colors, this color. And then I have the blue. And I also pulled out some flowers. But while we're in the seashell mood, let's do a couple more fur earrings. And just maybe fill it with seashells and a little bit of blue, or just maybe seashells. Let's just get some sand on the bottom. I don't know, just play around with it. A little bit of that. Let's go in here. Oh, I don't want to do it down there because it's just going to cure in there. Do I have enough? I don't think I have enough resin in there. There we go. I'm just going to pop that under the light while I do this one. And then, that's the best way to do. I did not practice with anything other than the beaches because I wasn't quite sure the correct steps to take without doing them, but I didn't try anything else except those two. So I'm not sure the best steps to do those other shells in here. You know, we can fill the whole thing with regular seashells too. Let's get that cured. Let's see. If you ever get too much resin on your scribes, you can just use a knife and get it off. There we go. What should we do? What should we do? let's do, oh, that one's not even open. Let's do these. Let's see if we can get these off. Nope, they're stuck. They are stuck. So those two are finished. If you could see everything in there, I don't know. You could see the pearl, the silver seashell. That one's got that cool seashell in there. So we'll finish those off in a bit. Let's just get these finished. So those are ready. So now I gotta find the tiny, oh, I don't think these are tiny enough. Gotta dig. Gotta dig. Oh, too big. Too big. Yeah, I think I pulled out the wrong stash of seashells in this color. I didn't realize how small the bottles were. That one go in? No. That one will. Can I find enough? That is the question. For two of them to make a matching set. I think that's all that's going in that one. Maybe one more tiny. That one. I guess if I scrounge around enough, I'll be able to find enough of them. That one's good. So that one's full. I'm just going to get this one full. I don't know if that was the right order to go in because I don't know how I'm going to get the resin to flow through all that. Not that I need it to flow through all that, but I don't know. I don't know if you'll be able to tell that it's not flowing through it. Probably should have. Yeah, I can't move them around now that they're in there. I guess, why do you need, I guess, why do they have to be resined in? I don't know. That's the question. So I think what we could just do, there's resin around that top. Let's just put the little thingy in and cure them like that. It's just a little bottle of shells. I don't think they have to be resined in. Let's get those cured from the side. And let that do its thing. I think what I'm going to do, two more, I'm going to do loose, except not those shells. I'm going to do regular seashells. I don't need that here. Let's do some shells and pearls and just leave them loose. 2 scoops. And then we'll just resin on the top. You know what I mean? So we'll put a pearl in each one. Oh, I'm running out of these pearls in this little package. I have more, I just don't have them in here. And then I think I'm going to do these kind of, I have a lot smaller shells in this kind of stuff than I do in the other. Let's just see what I can get in there. Oops, that's too big. I need some teeny tiny baby ones. Let's try to do them at the same time so we can kind of get them about the same. That's going to be too big. Is that one going to fit? Yep. And then I'll do the rest like these kinds of things. Oops, that one's too big. I have a lot of little baby ones like that. And then it's kind of like a little shaker earring set. Won't that be adorbs? I don't think I want to like fill it up though. I want to be able to shake it. So I think that's it. These are so cute and so easy, you guys. I'm just going to put a little bit of UV resin around this rim. Like that. Put the cork in. Well, there's a little more. Oh no! Well, maybe I could fix it. I shouldn't have shaken it, obviously. This one's no longer going to shake because all that resin in there. So that totally stinks. Is that one? This one's good. I'm going to do another one. So we'll fill this one. We'll just make a little pendant. We'll fill this one with resin because I've already ruined it. I can make another one though. Let me just pop it down. Get all that down. This just won't shake. I want to make one that shakes. So let's get this one going. These two should be done. Those are cute. Not too bad. I think I like them shaking. So let's, like I said, I don't want to, I want to make another one to match that one. A little bit of sand. Oh, I had one pearl left too. A pearl. And let me get some shells in here. So I got the second one filled. So what I think I'm going to do, you can always use Gorilla Glue E6000. But since I have the light out, I think what I'm going to do is put the UV resin on here. This way I don't get too much and ruin my shaker, you know what I mean? And then I'm going to put it in here and then quickly cure it. That should work. And it shouldn't get on the sand and everything. Oops, I need my cork. Don't need much. You don't even need it to go all the way around. Just got to get something on there that's gonna grab. Get that. Turn my light back on. And get those cured. So this is the one that's full, which you can't even barely tell other than that little bubble there, but it's still cute and it is stuck on there. That is so cute. I love these, Teresa. I absolutely love them. Let's do a set. Let's try some flowers. I have these little flowers that I rarely use. I'm like, I wonder if I could put them in there. Let's see if they'll fit. Tiny, tiny little ones. And you don't even have to, oops, that one flew away. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's on the floor now. You don't have to UV resin them. I think I'm going to leave them just dried flowers sealed in here forever. And they do fit. So we could just UV resin, and you don't even need UV resin to do this. You can just glue them. So I'm just going to fill these all the way up with these teeny weeny flowers of all different colors. And just stuff it full. Isn't that cute? I think that's good for that one. Let me get the other one full. I've got the flower ones under the light, and these ones are done, and they still shake. So that is so cute. You guys could do a million different things with them. Millions of things. We could fill those with the shaker stuff that we have. Oh my gosh, I have a whole plethora of shaker stuff. I should go out and get some. Do I want to do anything else? Oh, I have some lavender in these flowers that I pulled out. Let's see what those look like in some. Look at this, I'm almost out of little bottles. That's what happens. You know what happens when I get onto UV resin, right? That's what happens. I just keep going and going. I gotta go out and find some of my little stuff for my shakers. I got so much stuff for my shakers. I don't know if those are gonna fit, but I don't even know if I can get these in there. Yeah, I can. So this is lavender. And maybe I'll put like one of those little, oops, rosebuds or something at the top of it. Like that. And let me get this. And then if it works, I'll fill the other one off camera. These are just little dried flowers. I don't really know what kind they are. Actually, it'll tell me on the front. Jasmine. Oh, jasmine. I love jasmine. I love how it smells. Can we get one in there? Yes, we can. Lavender and jasmine. Let me get the other one done. These two are done. Here's the little flower ones. And here's the jasmine and the lavender. That is so cute. So instead of gluing, I'm just UV resining the corks and I'm making sure they are stuck. So those are done. I'm so glad she sent me so many bottles. So I tried one more thing. I want to do a sunset beach before I retire all the beach stuff. I put sand and some shells at the bottom. I'm going to do a tiny little layer of clear over that. Here's the sand and the shells. And then I'm going to mix yellow and then red. But I just want to cover the shells. I don't want to go very high. I just don't want the shells to be buried in the red and the yellow. They're not exactly even, but let's get those cured like that. I pulled out the red and the yellow pre-mixed. You can always mix your own color. Just get that cured. And then I'm going to run back outside and I'm going to grab some shaker stuff. And I have a bunch more bottles. Not that I'm going to do that many with you. I'm just going to do a couple, maybe a couple more, and then we'll put them together to show you how I'm going to do it. All right, I'm going to leave that on. Here's the yellow. Oh gosh, this one feels really empty. I hope I can get some out. Just need the slightest amount. Yeah, here's some yellow. Putting it on top because the light is still on. And then I'm thinking when I put the red in there, it might also turn orange. That's my guess. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to look like a sunset or not. That looks kind of cool. Oops. I got to get it under the light though so it cures right away. Start curing so it doesn't all turn red. And see what it looks like. They could be a complete fail or they might look similar to a sunset on the beach. I did not put the cap on. I could put this one on because I forgot to put the other one on. Let's get that one done. How's it? I can lay it down now. This one, I'm going to put just a touch more red. That way it's touching the little cork when it goes in. And then I will get that cured. And when I come back, I'm going to have a few more things. Do these look like sunsets? I think they're adorbs. I love them. So I went to go get more of them and she did. She put a larger size in there. I did not know that. So these would be the charm, but since I didn't make them as a set, we're making larger earrings. I pulled out 3 more things. I have like 100 different things I could have chose from. So I narrowed it down to 3 and I pulled out these little like seashell type thingies, these little strawberries, and then of course red, white, and blue. So let's make, oh, this one needs a different, let me get a different cork for that one. Let me grab one right behind me. She gave me a whole box of these things. Teresa, you're amazing. Let me just get a different cork here. One that is round. Now typically I give this little stuff away, but because it's very unique and I don't know that most of the people that order off eBay would even wear earrings, I will list these on eBay if they're still there. I don't know. It's been a couple weeks since I made these. By the time you're seeing the video, so that's where they're gonna go. I'll just put them all together and we'll put them on there. So that way, whoever actually wants them will get them and not me guessing that you would want them. Oh, this has like a little dolphin. Let's get you stuffed in there. And seashells. I'm just gonna grab what I grab. I probably could have put sand in here too, but I'm not gonna do sand. Oops. Let me get these filled all up, as you could see, and then same thing with the stars and stripes, and then the same thing with the strawberries. So let me get them filled, and I'll put the caps on. You know how to do it at this point. You can fill them with resin, but I think I'm just going to let them shake, and then I'll show you the end, and we'll put them together. Here's the little blue ones with the mermaids and the dolphins. Well, the seashells and the dolphins. Here's the strawberry with hearts and little red pearls. Brown hearts, white hearts, pink hearts, and here's the red, white, and blue. So cute. Okay, so now you're going to need the hardware, which are these little eye screws. And I like to glue things in. Can't really UV resin this in because it won't get light penetrated. So let's just pull a few of these out. Grab some glue. And what I usually do, I'm just going to grab them with some thing, dip it right into your glue. Let's do these, they're a little bigger. Start screwing it in to your cork in the center if you can, and that glue will eventually dry and hold it tight, because I just don't trust a screw and that's it in a cork. Do two, and then I'll get them all done, but I want to show you how I'm going to do it. Push and turn. If you can't grab with your hands, especially with gloves on, and just screw it all the way in. We could finish them, but I wouldn't be like wearing them until they were completely dry. Then you're going to need some jump rings. So let me grab a couple jump rings. Make sure they're the same size. And then a couple earrings. Are these the ones I like? Well, these aren't the best ones, but they are what I have right now. I don't think I have the ones that I like out here with me. Oh, there's some over there. These are the ones that I like. And they're all jumbled together. So get two. Take that little hook and turn it halfway. So you don't need a second jump ring. So take that little hook at the bottom. Turn it halfway. Oh, sometimes they break. Happens. Let's try this one. Especially if they're older. Be gentle. Don't like turn so crazy. Okay, easy peasy, right? Take your jump ring and just open it from side to side, not front to back. So just open it like that. Stick it on there. Get your earring. I guess it doesn't really matter which way these go. And then we're going to close it the same way we opened it. Just like that. And there's your earring. Aren't they cute? What a great idea she had. I'll do one more, and then I'm going to get them all done. And I guess you can see them in the final pictures because it's basically the exact same thing. Just like that. And there you go. I'm just going to let them completely dry, obviously. And then you can hang them on your earring card, which I got to find my earring cards. So just hang them on your earring card, and they're done. Oh my God, what a great idea. She made me a great video. Thank you, Teresa. I so appreciate your little ideas. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to get these all done, get you some pictures, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. a radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story her colors tell. Faith and love in every part, Jesus guides her shining heart. Sparkly streams, her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece.